What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aries Sun Sign friends. If you were born between the dates of March 21st and April 19th, then you are an Aries Sun Sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing the Breathe Deeply spread. This is a fun, quirky spread that's centered around the breath, and what I mean by that is it's going to tell us three things. It's going to tell us what you should inhale at this time, which is what you should bring into your life, what you should hold, which is what you're doing well and what you should continue to do, and what you should exhale, which is what you need to release from your life at this time. So yes, it's fun, yes, it's quirky, but it's also hopefully going to be illuminating and bring some clarity. That's the intention anyway. We're going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot. This is a deck from the 70s. I like it a lot. It's vibrant and it's colorful, so I hope you like it too. I've already shuffled the cards, so if you would please give me a moment to center myself, cut the deck, and deal the cards out. I would appreciate it. One thing I do want to say before we get any further is that this is a general overall reading. Not everything is going to apply to everybody. Take what works for you and leave the rest. If you do want a specific reading where I tap into your specific energy, you can head on over to my website. It's lightofriga.com. The link is in the description box below. And that's going to be the place to book a reading with me, but also check out some crystals and check out the free daily readings on the home page. You don't want to miss out on that. lightofriga.com. I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. Let's just make these cards straight enough anyway. Alright. The first card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents the inhale, which is what you need to bring into your life at this time. And we've got the Sun. I think, Aries friends, this card is asking you to be a little bit more optimistic. See the bright side of things. We have a tendency, in fact, we're trained in this society to kind of be a little bit more pessimistic, to see the negatives, to see the problems, to see what could go wrong. And this card is asking you to open up your perception to what can go right, what is going right, how can things go perfectly. And once you start to switch that mind state, I think you're going to find your whole life starts to change around. And I think the cards here, Spirit is asking you to be more positive, to be more open, to be more willing to see the bright side, to see the happy parts of things. And you know, not only will that help you to create and manifest a better future, but I think people are going to be attracted to that. More people are going to, you know, come towards you when you're a brighter, more optimistic, happier person. So it's all about perception and changing your perception to see the positives. You know, if you ever are starting to think a negative thought, stop yourself and say, okay, but what's the positive of that? What's the opposites? What's the other side that I haven't seen? And, you know, start to do that more and more until you get to the point where you do that with every negative thought you have. It's like, oh, but... right? Oh, but this allows me to do such and such. So that's how you're going to start to shift your perception. And I think that's really what is going to benefit you at this time. All right, let's check out this card. This is the Hold card. It represents what to hold on to, what you're doing well, and why you should keep doing it. We've got the High Priestess. And I feel as though that you guys are pretty well in touch with yourself. And I feel like getting in touch with yourself really starts with being willing to ask yourself questions about yourself. Why do I do a certain thing? You know, why do, you know, what compels me to act in that way in that certain situation? And you know, a lot of people are unconscious and they don't even question why they do things. They're just, oh, that's just me, and they're really running off their ego programming. And I think it takes a special person to stop and say, you know, I would like to learn more about myself. You know, I want to go inward and find the truth about myself, and if I see something that I don't like, I'm willing to change it. That's very rare. That's something we all need to do, but that's something that I feel as though, Aries friends, that a lot of you do, and you're doing a great job of it, and I think you need to continue. Be willing to question yourself, not in a negative way. Don't put yourself down or anything. Realize that you've been on this journey where society has influenced you very heavily, almost beyond your will. You know, when we're growing up, when we were 1, 2, 3 years old, we had no say in the matter, but that's when we learned a lot of the beliefs that we hold today. Realize that, you know, there's no shame, there's no reason to feel negatively about the way you are, but if there is something that you don't like, you can be willing to fix it. So you're doing a great job on that, Aries friends. I would say keep that up. whether it's through meditation or however you do it. Just keep doing it. All right, this card here represents the exhale, and it's what you need to let go of at this time. We've got the Three of Cups. And I'm getting a weird thing from this. Traditionally, this is not what this card means, but I'm getting the feeling that you need to release your dependence on other people for emotional happiness. When we're not 100% happy with ourselves, we kind of seek validation from other people, right? Well, yeah, I don't really like myself 100%, so I'm gonna, go seek validation from others, and if they like me, then maybe I can start liking me too. But that's dangerous, because if someone doesn't like you, then you start to not like yourself. And I think we need to do away with that, Aries friends. I think you need to start being happy and being, not happy, but being comfortable in your skin and really loving yourself, regardless of what other people say, hear, think, do about you. And it's so easy to say, but it's something that we can all work on. I think something that a lot of you need to work on at this time is just not worrying about what other people think and not depending on them for your happiness. I think the goal is to, if we were alone on a desert island for the rest of our lives, the goal would be for us to just be happy that whole time, because we love ourselves and we enjoy ourselves. Of course you're going to get bored and of course we need human interaction. That's just a bad example, but the idea is that we don't need other people to be happy. They can help us, absolutely, but we don't need them to be happy. We don't need to seek their validation. And I think that's something that, Aries friends, a lot of us, or a lot of you can start to release at this time. Yeah, does that make sense? I think so. I hope so. In summation, now that we've seen all the cards, bring in some of that optimism, bring in that just seeing the bright side of things, bring in that cheer, that joy. You only get one chance on this planet, and yeah, there's some things that make us sad, but for the most part, we are alive, we are breathing, we have clothes, we have shelter, we have food, we have water, we have people in our lives, and there's nothing really to be sad about. Anything that you're sad about, almost anything that you're sad about, is a result of the ego. And if the ego can be programmed to think negatively, it can be reprogrammed to think positively. Hold on to the willingness to question yourself, to learn about yourself, to ask yourself the tough questions that nobody wants to ask. Be willing to do that shadow work. Be willing to heal parts of you that are broken, not broken, but are kind of in shadow, darker. Be willing to look at those darker aspects and make a change about them. And you're doing that, is the feeling I'm getting, so continue to do so. And release the need for validation from others. Release the need for happiness to come from outside of you, from other people. You don't need another person to make you happy. You need to fill your own cup with your own self-love, is what I'm getting from this. And you can do that by you can start to do that by changing your perception and starting to see things more optimistically. All right, Aries friends, that is the reading. I hope you guys got something out of that. Again, this was a general reading. Not everything applies to everyone. If you want a reading where I tap into your energies, again, lightofriga.com. That's the place to do so. Link in the description. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it. It lets me know that you did. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I love to hear what you have to say. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to stay up to date on all the videos that I release. You don't want to miss out. I hope. All right, Aries friends, that was the reading. I want to thank you for watching. I want to wish you love and light. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.